is Emily.
And I'm Gina. And life gets a little bit hectic.
And we just want a little bit of coziness in our lives.
And what's cozier than a steaming mug of sweetness, a warm blanket, a cute dog, and a Hallmark movie?
Welcome to the cabin, everybody.
Hey, Emily.
Hey, Gina.
So we finished our first 2 episodes.
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
yes,
and
we did.
so, we both had to go back and listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was awkward.
That was weird.
Super weird.
So there's something I need you to do for me. Every time I say the word amazing, I need you to throw something at me.
Okay. I think mine is interesting.
Really? I didn't even notice.
Okay.
Did you notice my amazing?
I did not.
Okay.
Absolutely no.
Yeah, I have a little counter now because it bothered me so much.
I'm probably going to let it go, just to let you know.
Okay.
I appreciate your amazing.
Well, I almost went and bought a little bell so you could ding it.
Ooh.
Every time I said it.
That would be like Pavlov's.
Amazing?
No. Interesting. That would be interesting.
It's very interesting.
Yes.
So anyways, we want to thank all the people who took the time to listen to our first 2.
I just feel so loved.
I know.
Right?
And that's why we wanted to do this.
Yeah.
Spread the love.
Mm-hmm. The coziness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I had my mom asked me, why are you doing this? And I said, well, to spread the love. Mm-hmm. This world's not exactly the way we would want it to be, and so we want to spread a little coziness and love.
That is a really good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel so blessed from all the support.
I know.
From people. Like, this has been
amazing.
Yes. That's the word for it.
Interestingly amazing.
Interestingly amazing. And speaking of that, like, the support we've had from friends has been really good. And actually got a little gift here from a friend.
It's very exciting.
From a listener, right? So I'm going to put that one in front of me. And is this not brown paper packages tied up with string?
Yes.
These are a few of my
favorite things.
Yes.
Nicely done.
Yeah, she did a great job. I really appreciate that. So we're going to open these right now. Little brown boxes, brown paper boxes.
This is so much fun.
This is the original. Oh my goodness.
These are so cool.
We have to take a picture of this because this is
amazing.
Yes. I'm going to go with amazing. That is the adjective of the day here. That is so great.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
They're clear Tervis coffee mugs, and they have a little embroidery patch in the inside of them, and they say life is better at the cabin. Oh my god, could there be a more perfect gift?
No, this is perfect. Every single time that we do an episode, this is what we have to drink the drink out of.
100%. Like, listen though, because seriously, this week I was like, all right, because I'm enjoying this. I'm like looking for things for the podcast now, and I keep telling my husband, I'm like, we're gonna need that for the podcast, and he's like, calm it down there. But one of the things I was looking for was a really good mug, and I couldn't find one.
And now we have it.
We have the perfect mug, which is gonna lead really well into the recipe segment.
So thank you.
Thank you so much, dear friend, dear listener. I like how easily you got yours out of the thing and I'm still struggling.
Yeah, you really are. You need some help over there? There you go.
Released.
It's free.
Yeah, it's freed.
All right.
I'm going to go put our recipe, our drink in it right now.
All right, let's take a little break and then you can go fill us up.
Love it.
Okay, so you just went into the kitchen.
I did.
In our cozy cabin here. Mm-hmm. And you brought our first drink in. And can I say that a cloud of Christmas entered the room with you when you came down the stairs?
Woo, that's what
I have not even tasted this yet. Mm-hmm. Oh my heavens.
I feel like I started too strong.
Really?
Like I came in too hot. Like that. It's all downhill from here.
Oh, with the hot chocolate? Yeah. I don't know. I'm not kidding. A cloud of Christmas entered the room with you.
I'm really pumped about this.
Oh, it smells so good.
Have you tried it yet?
Oh, yeah.
That's so good.
That is so good. It's got like a cranberry.
It is. Yeah. Do you want to guess what else? Are you good at that kind of stuff?
No, I'm really not good at that. But I'll try.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so cranberry.
Mm-hmm. Check. Yes.
Is there a little bit of orange?
Very impressive, Gina Taylor. Yeah, I am impressed. Yeah, wow, look at you.
That's
strong.
Cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
Cinnamon.
Are you cheating?
I am not.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, that's all I got.
Okay,
Go ahead.
That was really impressive, though. Okay, so this is a holiday grog. Grog. G-R-O-G.
Is it a glug?
Is it grog? I can't say it. Is
Grog?
Grog.
How do you spell it?
G-R-O-G.
Grog.
Grog. Just a grog.
Grog.
Okay. And this is from my go-to book.
Right.
Right? Christmas slow cooking. There were 250 hassle-free holiday recipes for the electric slow cooker. Do you know the most comments I got about the podcast was the recipe? So I'm really feeling the pressure on this.
Do you know in the middle of the week, I started wanting that white hot chocolate?
That's good because I felt like it was good, but there was so much sugar.
Well, I think it was the middle of the week when I started coming down off of it. That's why I needed some more.
Right. Yeah, this is Dominic DeVito. Anyway, so it's a holiday grog, and it serves, makes 8 to 10.
Listen to MacArthur.
I know. He wants to be a part of the podcast.
Well, you know what it is.
Yeah.
It's the reindeer outside of the cabin.
Oh, yeah. Look at him over there.
I know. They're beautiful.
12, you can do a 12 to 14 ounce package of fresh cranberries. And of course, I'm going to put this on the blog.
Okay.
2 cups sugar. Yikes.
Not as much as last week.
No, not as much as last week. Because we did discuss we've got to do a little bit better. Because it was... Ooh,
it was bad.
Feeling a little bad last
Did you
week.
nap? I crashed.
Yeah, so much. And I enjoyed it. And it was one of those really... It was down here. It was in the cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just curled up on that super soft couch.
Yeah, I had to leave the cabin and drive home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was rough.
I had to pull over one time.
It's a 10-minute trip.
It is.
Had to stop 5 minutes in. So I said 2 cups sugar, 3 cups water, a 1/3 cup fresh squeezed lemon juice.
Ooh.
And I tried to just buy the little lemon.
Right.
And my husband was like, shut it down. Fresh squeezed or nothing. Right? 3/4 cup fresh squeezed orange juice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 2 cinnamon sticks.
Yeah.
And then 1 or 2 cloves, but that's optional because I know some people aren't clove people.
Right, but it does add something.
Did you pick up on the clove?
I did.
Yeah, we did the clove.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Yeah.
Because you guys are all in or nothing.
We are all in.
Yes.
That's why we're friends.
I know.
Because you're so all in. Anyway, would you give this one? Yeah.
It's really, really hard to top the white hot chocolate because that was insane. But I like the lightness of this.
Oh, yeah.
And I like...
It kind of warms you from your inside, too, right?
You know what? This would be great. Honestly, if my throat were sore and I just wasn't feeling good, I would drink this in a heartbeat because it's so comforting and warm.
Yeah. I mean, do you just want to kind of quit the podcast right now and go sit in front of the fireplace?
Yes, I do.
Just put it in our...
Just hold it in our new mugs.
Yeah. Oh, I love these mugs.
I would just like to smell it.
Yeah.
It smells so good. It
smells like Christmas.
It does. It's good. So good job on this one.
Thank you so much. I don't have the expectations on the next one.
Oh, wow. I have no doubt that whatever it is, it's good. Because I know how you roll.
Thank you for being a friend.
All right. Let's take a break because we've already drank all of this. Mm-hmm. And we obviously need to get some more.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so this week we're doing a picture a perfect Christmas. I kept getting this wrong.
I'm saying a picture perfect Christmas.
That's what I said all week long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's a new one.
It is a new one.
Very exciting.
It is a new one.
Yeah.
So the synopsis,
which Gina does because
I heard you caught some crap.
I did. Fair. One of our colleagues offered to tutor me on summarizing. I took a rain check, but I'm considering it, dear listener. One of our avid listeners. She is. I love her.
Okay, so here's the synopsis. And I am going to say that I might have seen this on the Hallmark site, but it works so well that I just kind of went with it.
You know what? If somebody does it, you don't need to reinvent the wheel.
Exactly.
Right?
So here we go.
Good citing of sources, though. Appreciate you.
You little librarian, you.
Thank you.
A photographer returns home to take care of her grandmother and helps the neighbor who needs help watching his nephew. That is it in a nutshell.
That's pretty much it. That covers it. Well done.
And if you look at it, you're thinking, nah, all right.
Yeah.
It's an okay movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, the Merritt, I saw her, I just think she's adorable. And
she is.
I said, I want to do this one.
Yeah.
This is the pick.
But you know what? When we first, I knew who she was, but I wasn't a fan because the Christmas Palace last year, the ice skating one, had a hard time with that.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Because, I don't know, it just wasn't, I had a really hard time with that one.
So listen though, she is, this is her 5th out of 6, I counted, by my count, 5 out of 6. She's got one more during this beautiful countdown to Christmas season.
She has another one?
I believe so.
What is happening?
Somebody fact check me on that one because I just like her so much. I think she's just so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she so she's her Hallmark game is strong. Like this isn't her first rodeo.
I think she's up and coming.
She's an up and comer.
Yeah.
Does she have the trajectory of a Lacey Chabert or a CB CCB?
I saw what you did there.
Oh my god.
CCB.
I don't count it. Yeah. A CCB.
No, see, she's so iconic.
Does she have that kind of trajectory though? She's not a one and done. Like
She's
the
not.
Brooke Burns.
Whoa.
Well.
You need to back that way down.
One of the reasons she didn't get an ornament last week. Where was her loyalty? You know how I feel about loyalty.
I know. Yeah. You know how I feel. That's why we're friends.
Same page. We should just start a list.
We will cut people who are not loyal.
Right.
But here's the thing. Brooke Burns has another movie, which I would like to do, called A Christmas Connection.
Oh, she has a second one?
Oh. I've already seen it 3 times this season.
Now I understand your anger.
Yes.
Towards me.
A Christmas Connection is a lovely, lovely movie.
Yeah.
So I think we have to do that one. In fact, I watched that one this morning at 5 o'clock.
What time did you get up? Listen, I was up at 7. I was like, I am kicking butt. Oh, look at me.
Look at you.
But you were up at
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know that it's a weekend?
I have a toddler.
Okay. Does he know that it's the weekend?
He does not have any concept of time.
I'm going to buy that kid a calendar.
I'm sorry, I was drinking my goog. Okay, so let's talk about Merritt Patterson since you're all on board for her.
I am on board with her.
Yes,
she is.
She plays Sophie, and she is a photographer.
Yes,
and
dream job.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would like all the traveling.
I'm a terrible photographer, so that's why it wouldn't work for me. But the traveling is the reason.
Really?
Yeah.
So I guess because I traveled as I was younger.
Yeah.
I'm good with not traveling so much.
I just love to travel.
Really?
I do.
Yeah, but it stresses you out.
But I know. It's part of my process.
You get so stressed before you go.
And then I love it.
Okay. Maybe it's me that can't handle your stress before you go on vacation.
Listen, that's what friends are for.
I know. I just walk you through it. So, all right. So Merritt Patterson is a photographer. She's living in San Francisco. She's obviously very successful.
Love San Fran, by the way.
Yeah.
Love it.
Because she has an agent. It's not Christmassy or cozy, though.
It's not.
It's really not. So she has this, what looks like to be a pretty powerful agent. And then suddenly she gets freed up for the holidays.
Yeah.
And she hasn't had a free Christmas in at least a couple of years.
Yeah.
So her agent / friend.
Right.
Tells...
is a roller coaster of emotions, that agent.
Yes, she is.
Sends very mixed messages throughout the entire movie.
And that made me very uncomfortable.
She seemed more agent than friend.
Yeah.
Right.
Until the very end when they wrapped it up. Oh, yeah. We'll get to that. I'm getting ahead.
Right. Yeah.
So anyways, she goes home and she pulls out her Christmas tree, which was pathetic.
It was pathetic, yeah.
It was...
Little thing.
It wasn't even a little thing.
She left the ornaments on it, too.
It was a ball of pine.
Right. She was like, well, this is pathetic.
She admitted it.
She's like, I need a better option here.
And a Christmas boost, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
So she calls her grandmother.
She was Christmas reluctant, by the way. She
kind of was, yeah. She really was. She called her grandmother because her parents are in Spain.
They moved there 2 years ago.
doctor? I mean, are they retired?
I don't know.
Because
they can't make it back for the holidays, though.
Well, she said they're not coming home because her mom had some kind of a lecture to do. Mm-hmm. So it makes... Anyway, and then you find out later that they're doctors. Mm-hmm. So she calls Grandma, and Grandma has hurt her foot.
Yeah.
And so...
And then sweet Grandma Louise, she should have called Sophie and been like, hey, just to let you know, had a little accident.
She wasn't going to guilt her into it.
No. Get her home for the holidays.
Do you know that sweet little Grandma has a huge
resume?
Yes,
she does.
She was on, all the way back to Three's Company. Mm-hmm. Barney Miller.
Yep.
That was incredible.
She's been around, yep, for sure.
I would say
quite
it was
the career.
Amazing, but I would expect you to...
And I said it was interesting, so... Yeah. Somebody at home keep count.
Please.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be a drinking game.
Ooh, yikes.
They would be drunk by now.
Some grog.
She was actually even on Little House on the Prairie.
I love Little House on the Prairie.
Do you?
I do love it so much.
I just like the Christmas episodes.
Half Pint. Lower Ingalls Wilder was my... Love her.
Yeah.
I really identified.
I did not know this about you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You identified with her? Mm-hmm. Look at you.
I mean, basically, yes. Very similar upbringings, living on the prairie. I'm just kidding. Don't know why I identified with her so much. Because you know why? Because I always had a Nelly in my life.
Yeah.
I always had a Nelly.
Listen.
Even as an adult.
We've all had Nellies.
Oh my goodness. It was like that Nelly.
So she was also, Grandma, was in The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
That's a good one.
With Dolly Parton.
Where I Will Always Love You comes from.
Really?
Yeah, the song,
I had no idea.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a good little Christmas cracker.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And just to remind our audience what a Christmas cracker is.
It's like a nice little nugget of information.
It's a fact.
It's a fact, yeah. Well, we think it's a fact.
We love the fact. Yeah, the facts.
So the other thing she was in, which was one of my favorites in high school, was Santa Barbara. I'm not kidding.
Of course that was your favorite.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like that's right up your alley.
I would bust move on the way home.
I feel like that's really shaped you.
Really?
As an individual.
Santa Barbara?
Yeah.
Please tell me how. I need to know.
Feel like it's a very preppy... Very preppy show.
I loved it. Yes.
A little bit?
I watched every single episode.
Yeah.
That was back when VCRs were just coming on the market. Mm-hmm. No, I'm kidding.
Why are you laughing about that? That's definitely something that as my
80s.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I used to record the episodes in case I had some kind of a practice after school and had to come home and watch it.
You're always so forward thinking. Mm-hmm. Always so on top of things.
So anyway, she was on that. Mm-hmm. But she was also, get this, Jason's mom in Freddy vs. Jason.
Okay, so listen to me. That is something that I noticed about all of this cast. They all have a pretty extensive horror background.
They do,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Our little boy here, Troy. Chapter 2.
And
it's not like he's a background. You know who that kid is.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, how do you go from Chapter 2 to a Hallmark movie?
That kid is getting some work, though.
He is getting some serious work.
You go, Troy.
Yeah, he is on, especially even for Disney.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's in Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Pup Academy.
Yeah.
Descendants 3. Riverdale. Dead to Me. This kid is working.
He's got an agent.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then he ends up on this Hallmark movie.
Well.
So that is either telling me that Hallmark is up and coming.
Yeah.
Because you know how these... I think they're a serious game player now.
100%. Look at us doing a podcast about it.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
And then... So... I was just blown away by his resume.
Yeah.
And then the male lead...
David.
John Core. Did you know that both of them are Canadian?
Yes, of course I did. I smelled it a mile away.
Did you smell it? Like Henry Winkler can smell a bad person.
Right, yeah, that's exactly.
From the last.
Full circle.
Yeah.
My husband really questioned us about that, though. He's like, what does, because we both said we think we could, he's like, what do bad people smell like? And we're like, you just know.
You do.
It's just like you can
It's a feeling, though. Like, it's an intuition.
Not that I'm saying Canadians are bad people.
No.
I'm not saying that
or
at
that
all.
they smell.
No.
No.
Just could sense it. I was like, they got a way about them.
But you know what it is?
It's very northern.
No, it's like a lovely, kind aura.
Yes.
That's what it is. Mm-hmm. And the fact that, like, when she said box, it was box.
No, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it sometimes.
Now I'll hear it.
And I only know that because I'm in love with Sarah McLachlan, which I have been since I was, like, 18.
Who isn't?
And so I've seen her, like, 40,000 times.
Yeah.
But she has the same, because she's from British Columbia, Vancouver. Mm-hmm. So I got the same thing.
It's the box.
Yeah. It's the,
Yeah.
But we haven't talked about the one thing that actually sold this movie for me. Well, there's two. This is the first one.
Is it the dog?
It's the dog.
I love the dog so
Riggs.
much.
Do you know that Riggs is a rescue dog?
I do know, and then his name is really Gidget.
Yes.
I love that.
And he was, or she, I'm guessing.
Yes.
She was supposed to retire after this movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a Christmas cracker.
Right.
You're welcome, audience.
And and the director loved her, or no, the casting director loved her so much they brought her out of retirement. For another movie.
For another Hallmark movie that's coming out in February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm going to watch it just for Gidget.
Just listen, though, because, like, we've seen not great dogs on the Hallmark.
Oh, yeah, we have.
Right? We talked about that for the first podcast. And so this dog, just every time they cut to this dog, the dog's like, You know, like,
yeah.
Like, they're, like, on cue. He's like, they're like, look, quizzical. He's like, I got this.
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
Where's my sweater?
Because the dog really brings all of them together.
Yeah.
Right? Troy's over there because of Riggs.
Uh-huh.
Sophie's got to walk Riggs.
Right.
You know? So much happens with the dog.
With the dog, yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I jumped ahead.
No problem. So, going back to Merritt Patterson, I think she is very charming in this. Mm-hmm. Because I didn't feel the same way in The Royal Christmas.
Well, I'm glad she won you back over.
Yeah, she really did.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you when she won me back over is when she goes over next door and he thinks she's the nanny.
That is the best. So, like, the situation is David needs a nanny for Troy on Christmas break.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. And, you know, usually Louise might be able to help, but since she hurt her foot, right, she is unable to.
Well, David doesn't want to impose on her.
He's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
Yeah.
And so he's expecting the agency to send nannies over. Mm-hmm. And Merritt, Sophie, goes over to take Troy's hat back.
Yeah.
And he thinks it's the person from the agency.
It was so cringy. Though a little,
it was cringy but she handled it so well.
She was like, "You're taking notes."
Yeah, and that's what I appreciate. Yeah. She kept slinging it back at him,
right? Yeah,
the entire time.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you a nanny? No. Babysitter? What? I don't know what you.
Troy's not gonna go for a babysitter. Yeah. No. But her when he asked her, he's like, "Do you like kids?" And she's like, "Some of them." And then later on, she's about Troy. She's like, "I like this kid."
Yeah,
that's
good. Love that.
That's good. That's good writing. That was some high quality writing.
What I did appreciate though is when David called him kids, rugrats, munchkins.
Ooh.
That was kind of.
That's weird.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. I didn't like that at all. But she really does. Give it back to him. Mm-hmm. And then at the very end, there's good chemistry between the three of them.
I think so too.
There's really, it's not unbelievable at all. Mm-hmm. And you root for them the entire time.
I did root for them. Yeah.
And then so she actually takes Troy right then and they go for a walk.
Yeah.
And here's the one thing that kills me when they're talking about cameras, because Troy says that he loves her pictures because her pictures are hanging up in Grandma's house.
Yeah.
And the entire time she carries this enormous camera.
Well, that's her favorite camera.
I get it, but the lens on that thing is huge.
Well, and she's like, they cut to and she's like, yeah, I'm going to take this camera with us on this walk. That adds up, right?
Right, but I mean, are we bird watching?
I don't know. What was she hoping to capture? She was like, you know what she thought? She's like, this kid's pretty adorable. He's going places.
I get it.
He's going to be
She would have to be in the next county to get a good picture of him with that lens on there.
I get it now. Yes. Absolutely.
Or it's going to be a really tight face shot.
Very tight close up. Well, you don't really see it as a camera unless the lens is, a mile long.
Well,
right?
That's true. It's not like a sporting event or anything.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying now. I totally understand. Yeah.
And then she says, the kid says he takes pictures with his phone.
Yeah.
And she said, oh, that hurts.
Listen, it's the year 2019.
It is.
These phones are taking amazing pictures.
Yes, they are.
Right?
Every single picture we take is taken by our phone.
With the Twitter, on the Instagram. Yes. On front, those are all phone pictures, people.
And there's nothing wrong with them.
We're not getting out our 50-foot lenses.
No. So, anyways.
that didn't add up. Anyway, by the way, when they're walking, convenient, this pageant that they keep hearing about, they come across the flyer.
Yeah, like the community board.
Right.
Look at that. There it is. Mm-hmm. It's the pageant.
Why don't you go check it out?
Yeah.
Just check it out right now.
Yeah.
Because the pageant's going on right now.
And I do appreciate the fact that, backing up a little bit, she sends her information to him and they do that little thing.
Good. Yeah, listen, I feel like a lot of times on these, that's what's hokey about them, is that there's not, there's such plot holes. That's not how people would act.
Right.
But that is how people will act.
Right.
You know what I mean? Okay, give me your phone number. All right, I just texted you. Now you have my phone number.
Yeah, and here's my card.
Yeah.
Because why are you going to let your nephew...
Are you just going to let your kid...
You don't know who this person is.
She's pretty and she's, she seems like...
And funny, but who cares?
Who cares? It's your child, man.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so that takes them to the pageant where we meet Simon, the director.
Correct, yeah.
And he is actually from Window Wonderland.
He looked familiar.
Yeah. He was the janitor custodian in Window Wonderland.
Yeah.
And I loved him in that movie.
Yeah, he is pretty good in that one.
Sure. So, yeah, he asked the kid if, hey, you're going to try out for the play. And so suddenly they're at the pageant and Troy's trying out for the play.
Yeah.
That went really fast.
It was very fast, but that was a pretty funny scene too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I liked it. Okay, I need a break.
Yeah.
You want a break?
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break. Okay, we're back, and I want to talk about a conversation that Sophie had with her grandmother.
Louise, yeah.
Yes, because you can tell right away that Louise is like, oh, I really like David. This is working. Right. This is wonderful.
And you know who I don't like?
Brent.
Your current boy.
Brent.
Yeah.
So, Sophie says to her grandmother that things are different now. Because her grandmother starts talking about how her and her husband fell in love and it was this all or nothing thing. They were just...
all encompassing.
Yeah, totally. It was soulmates.
Yeah.
And then apparently Sophie's parents have the same thing. And then Sophie's reaction to that is things are different now. And Grandma said, love never changes.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
And I was like, it's really funny to me because I wish we gave more, merit to, the words of our elders. Because she's sitting there. Yeah. She's sitting there saying to herself, things are different now. Like this woman who's probably lived 70 years of her life, 40 of which was with her soulmate.
With her soulmate, yeah.
And she has the nerve to say things are different now.
Right.
You don't listen to this woman.
I know. She knows what she's talking about.
Right. That bugs me. Yeah. That really bugs me. Because it's true. Love does not change.
Well, also, though, people tell themselves stories. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a good
settle, point. Because she definitely was settling. It was a relationship of convenience. Yeah. Because they had similar professions, and so that on paper it probably looked right. Right. You know what I mean? But,
And she probably felt it was someone who understood what she had to do. What she was
doing. Right. Yeah.
But, and I think you do see her opening up. And she starts looking around as the movie goes on. And she starts saying to herself, this is what I want. And I have been missing it. And then I think by the end she does realize that.
Yeah.
But the people that don't come to that realization, I guess is what I'm saying, that continue that, I don't know, that misguided notion that they think they know everything when they're 20s, that drives me nuts.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that bothered me.
Yeah.
So, love never changes. I thought that was
That's a really good line, yeah.
The decorations in this movie, to completely change course, the decorations in this movie are insane.
The tree?
The tree in both houses.
I agree. In both houses, those are both real trees, right? Those are not. Yeah. Okay, those trees were gorgeous.
Okay, if those are Balsam Hill, get my computer. I know, because I was right now.
Well, because so many of the trees on the Hallmark are Balsam Hill. Yeah. And I mean, those are gorgeous. But the one in Louise's house in particular, I'm like, that tree is just gorgeous.
Amazing.
It's just perfectly Christmas, perfectly cozy.
I was testing you. You didn't stop me.
Oh. Because you were so right. Amazing is the word.
Interestingly enough, it was amazing. There's one thing I did have a problem with, though, and that was that ginormous gold nutcracker on the front porch. Please tell me you noticed.
I didn't know.
Oh my gosh.
Why did that bother you?
It's like a 6-foot nutcracker because it's gold.
Clashed. Did it clash?
No, I don't know. I was looking at those huge nutcrackers last night, okay?
Yeah, of course you were.
And they were...
That adds up.
Wouldn't I?
Hey, Gina, how'd you spend your Saturday night?
Looking at nutcrackers.
that tracks.
Yeah.
That tracks with your personality.
And so, those nutcrackers are like $500 and $600.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe she got it at Big Lots.
Maybe, but still, she would have had to get it after Christmas, and it would still be like $100 or $200.
Well, when you love something...
Right, but
tell me you've never splurged. Tell me you've never splurged on something that was like...
If you drive by our house, there are 2 life-size nutcrackers beside our doors.
What?
There are.
All this talk.
There's actually 3 life-size nutcrackers.
Oh my gosh.
There's one on each side of the front door.
If I had not pressed, would you have not come up with giving this information?
Probably not. No.
Oh boy.
And then there's a life-size nutcracker by the tree. So I get it, but here's what I don't get. The thing looks like it weighs 500 pounds, and it's gold. Mm-hmm. And if you're gonna, you know what it is?
Like real gold? Like
no, what it is there's only one of them.
Oh, well, you could probably only afford one.
Maybe,
right?
It's just not symmetrical.
No,
she needed one on the other side of the stairs as well.
I really did not notice this.
I can't believe you didn't notice that.
The houses were so close together. That's what I was focused on.
Well, that was the only way I could tell her house. That enormous gold nutcracker.
Listen, those are gorgeous houses, but like the plots of land there, maybe an inch.
Yeah. Well, and they
10 square feet.
Do you think Bainbridge is like a suburb of Seattle?
Yes.
Did you get? Is that what?
That's correct. That's what they said on the show.
Okay.
But like because that was a weird name for a town.
Yeah.
If you're like, if I can create any name for a town,
Bainbridge
it is. That sounds like Christmas. No, it doesn't.
It looked like it reminded me of one of the like neighborhoods here in Cincinnati because the houses were so close together.
Yeah.
So I don't know. All right, so David and Sophie and Troy start spending a ton of time together.
Because it just makes sense.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
They go and get a Christmas tree.
They have a terrible snowball fight.
I thought about that snowball fight. I thought about you.
Yeah, because you know how I feel about that.
It doesn't stick together.
It doesn't stick.
Nope. But they still have the snowball fight.
They have hot chocolates 2 and 3. Rounds 2 and 3. Yeah, because that Troy, he loves himself some hot chocolate.
Well, I got really worried. I think now that I have a kid... everyone knows your whole life changes.
Yeah, sure.
So when Troy went to go get the hot chocolate and they told him to hurry back, they had a lengthy conversation and that kid never returned.
Well, the line was long. That's what I was assuming. Because they could see him at the cash register. I'm pretty sure.
Because I was so sidetracked, I couldn't even...
counter.
I couldn't even... I'm like, where is he?
That's like that other... the wonderful show, The Marvelous Miss Maisel, on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Do you watch that?
I do not.
So a lot of people I know watch it, and they can't get over that the children become absent on the show. Like, they can't suspend
I couldn't either.
I'm like, I'm able to.
No.
Like, somebody's watching them. It's okay.
Nope.
They can see it from the cash register.
Nope.
These are one of these things I'll let go.
I couldn't. Okay. Well, it was so distracting to me. I had to rewind and watch the scene again because I didn't know what. No,
did you time it?
I did not, but I didn't know what happened in the scene.
Listen, you gotta give them a little independence. You gotta let them do things a little.
There are freaks out there.
There are.
I need to watch my kid.
I'm not. Listen, dear audience, definitely watch your children.
Yeah.
However, give a little independence. You can see him from the cash register. Go back and watch it again.
All right.
See how close the cash register is.
Well, anyways, this is an important part because David's ex.
Which is a very... Yeah, go ahead. What were you going to say about that?
David's ex enters the picture.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, what are you doing here at a tree farm?
I just felt like their interaction was, this one and the one later on, very realistic.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting how the interaction went.
And it was good to kind of...
And Sophie was immediately jealous.
Yes, she was.
I just met him.
But you really couldn't tell. I thought she handled it well. So...
I do want to say there is a Santa visit here.
Yes.
And we have talked repeatedly about how a lot of these Hallmark movies have the magic of Christmas in them. And this one doesn't have that.
It doesn't, but his wish comes true.
It does come true. You're not wrong.
We don't know.
I like how Santa's like, no, I'll do my best on that wish there, Troy.
Right, but he looks good. He looks like a real Santa.
That's your... Is that fine then?
Yes.
That's your magic?
If it really looks like he could be Santa, then yes.
You're like, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Because... This looks like a real Santa.
Right.
Okay.
So
I don't know about that one.
Okay, so then they go back and they're getting ready to take the tree off the top of the car. And she gets a call from her agent.
Yep.
And her agent says she got this big job in Zurich.
In the Alps.
In the Alps.
Taking the pictures in the Alps.
I love the Alps. Great big hug. And this is the first time, I'm like, that hug was good.
It was a good hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, nice job, you two.
Yeah.
Well done. And then who shows up?
The boyfriend, man.
Man, he just threw a bucket of cold water on that, didn't he?
Like, ooh.
Yeah.
Did he see the hug?
I know, he had to have, because, you know what, we didn't see him drive up, so he must have been sitting in the car watching the whole thing.
And he's like, what is this?
What is happening here?
Get up in there.
And he looks like that when he walks up.
Too.
That was me. That was my foot.
Okay. Some decorations. We've been having issues with decorations falling lately. I don't know what's going on.
So, the cabin's not haunted, is it?
No. Well, maybe if you play her. I don't know.
It might be good in October.
Yeah.
But
ooh.
Not now.
Let's revisit that.
So, anyways, so her boyfriend's there, and who thought it was a good idea for everyone to have
dinner together?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did think that was.
I bet it was Grandma. I bet Grandma's like, because later on, Grandma says, "I'm glad he got to see you with him." That sounded a little. Like she was setting the whole thing up.
I could see it. Well, she does. She tries to work it a little bit a couple times.
She really does. Yeah. And she says that, which I thought was good too, because her and Brent have no chemistry at all.
They don't. They're just photographers. That's they have commonality.
They look like good friends, but they have absolutely no chemistry.
No.
So, anyways.
He's just not a likable man either.
No. He's like vanilla.
Yeah.
I don't really care about him.
No.
But then they break up. And do you ever notice it on Hallmark? The breakups.
It's such an easy breakup.
Breakups are not like that.
No. They're just so adult about it.
Is it because you're so not meant to be with that person?
But you usually, like, even if one of them's a villain, it's still an okay breakup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, you gotta be a villain if you're a villain. Like, go all in.
And there's always a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
And have a great life.
We'll stay friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll text.
Let's stay Facebook friends.
Bye-bye.
Let's keep in touch.
And that's what it was like.
Yeah, it was like that.
Anyways, I would have liked at least a slamming door.
And, you know, like, there was, like, because Brent's blindsided. I do feel for him a little bit. He was blindsided.
Well, you can tell by the look on his face.
Yeah, because there could have been, I feel like when there's a breakup, there's a lot of conversations ahead of that breakup.
Right.
You know what I mean? There was not.
None.
She pulled him to the entryway of the house just to, like, so he could exit out that door right there. Yeah. Also, I was like, is he supposed to spend the night still? Like, where's he staying?
Getting his stuff?
Right.
Or is it in the car? What were you thinking?
See you later. Good luck. This is the end. Shut up in my house. We're done. Yeah. I wrote that in my notes. Mm-hmm. That was an easy breakup.
That's what I put too.
For someone who didn't even see it coming. Yeah.
But, a theme this entire show, this entire movie, is like a work-life balance.
Yes. Which is so true.
It is true.
We have discussed that.
It's hard.
It is hard.
And I'm sure it's hard in every profession, but I think we as teachers like to own it because we take everything home.
There's not a lot of professions where, like, you have to give your heart, you know what I mean, to something.
Right.
So that's why it's so hard to get that balance, I think.
I think so, too.
Know?
Yeah, and she obviously is a workaholic.
She is.
And what I appreciate, too, is that David is as well, because he owns his own company.
Yeah. And he's an entrepreneur. He's got those ideas for those apps,
right.
and and that is one of the reoccurring things that happens in this. He's trying to find a new app idea but is something that is more giving,
yes.
like to better society.
And he has all these ideas this list of ideas that we keep looking at, like reindeer, games and all this kind of stuff, and it's not hitting.
And I thought, honestly, I was like, this is going to be a hokey tie up on this one, but. No, the outcome is we'll get there.
Yeah. Okay. So that's when Grandma says that older people know how important balance is. Mm-hmm. She does. She has so many little nuggets of wisdom throughout this entire movie.
Right.
And did you notice they used soft focus on her?
I did. Yes. I wrote it in my notes. I was like, Grandma, G-Mal gets some soft focus. Good for her.
Yeah, and she looks fantastic.
She does.
And you know what? Her voice is so soothing. Mm-hmm. Like, if that was my grandma, I would move in next door.
Yeah,
I would be all over that.
Sophie is ready to move back, I think.
Oh, I think she is too. Mm-hmm. Especially once she sees David. Mm-hmm. But, going back to this agent person.
Yeah.
She calls and moves it up. And
she was the one preaching the work-life balance at the beginning of this show.
That's exactly what I have here.
I was a little bit, I was like, you're not a friend.
She was all gung-ho about Christmas and work, and then suddenly she's a Scrooge.
Yeah.
Well, that they may not ask you back.
Well, because she was like, hey, what's it look like? Could I live here? And she's like, this is just not a good point in your career to be making changes like this.
And what does she care?
Right. What does she care?
She doesn't.
Also, how Brent called her to tell on Sophie for breaking up with me.
Yeah, did he do that driving back?
Yeah, he's like, you're never gonna believe what Sophie did to me. You should cancel her as a client or as a.
What?
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. That was weird.
I don't know, that agent. I got tired of talking to her.
I got tired of her too.
So then David goes to lunch with his ex, Jody, which I thought was funny because Sophie offered to keep Troy. Mm-hmm. And she was like, oh, you're having lunch with your ex?
Yeah.
But, it was really nice because she is engaged. And she was at the tree farm with her new fiance and his daughter.
Yeah.
So it all worked out the way I think they were showing that it all worked out the way it's supposed to.
Right.
So she basically said, thank you for dumping me.
Yeah. She called him out, though.
She did.
David needed a reality check, and Jody was there to give it.
That's right.
Right. We are still drinking our grog.
It's really good.
It's so warm
and cozy.
It's making me sleepy. I gotta quit, I think.
Pull it together.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that discussion with Jody reveals a lot. Mm-hmm. That David is ready, that Jody's not an obstacle.
And he seems energized by it, really.
He really does.
He really does.
Yeah. And then they're decorating their tree. Mm-hmm. So David and Troy's tree. Mm-hmm. So this bugged me a little. And this is what in my mind, what I think happened. Because David, Troy, Sophie, and Riggs are all there decorating the tree.
Dog's being very helpful.
Where's Grandma?
Where is Grandma? Was she?
She's out on a date with Simon. This is what I'm thinking. Because her and Simon, the director.
Yeah,
they really hit it off.
They did. And I was happy for Grandma.
Yeah. So I really think that Grandma was not home.
Yeah.
And so that's what's going on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you need to take a break?
Yeah, let's come back.
I think I need to take a break.
We'll come back and finish this one up.
Yeah. All right, we're back.
Welcome back.
Got some more grog. Mm-hmm. Is that right?
Yes.
Grog. All right, so they're decorating the tree. Grandma's out. Mm-hmm. In my mind, she's out because they didn't leave her sitting over there.
She's on a date.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they are, of course, she's taking pictures, mm-hmm. which she does, because you know that's going to end in a montage, right?
Right.
You know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so Troy goes to bed, and then, dare I say, a song comes on that I was blown away.
Yeah.
I actually let out an audible squeal.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
No. What was it?
Oh, you're so disappointing me.
I'm so sorry.
It's Toyland by Doris Day.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
No, I expect more out of you right now.
I'm so sorry. I just am not the fan that you are, but that is... Listen, that's amazing, though. It was very...
That is such a romantic Christmas song.
It is a very romantic song.
And their dance...
Gosh. Was the chemistry... Was it just me? Or
no, that dance was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he kind of swooped in for the kiss.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, you could tell there was like palpable romance in the air there. And that song, I love that song so much.
Yeah, he did lean in for the kiss there.
He did.
And somebody should have told him there was still 20 minutes left in the movie. It's not time for the kiss.
Well, that's funny you should say that because I looked at the clock.
Yeah.
I was like,
And how much time was left?
It's early.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
way too early.
This is not the end of this there, David.
All right.
Pull it back, buddy.
And then we find out that, she goes home, mm-hmm. and there's obviously something between them.
Yeah.
And the ski company wants her
earlier. Mm-hmm.
December the 23rd, which is the day of the pageant.
Yeah. Not going to see Troy be reindeer number 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Comet, which is reindeer number 5.
There you go.
And so she takes it, which I guess she should have to take it. Mm-hmm. For there to be like a...
Well, I was very curious about this, too, because I was like, listen, Hallmark, people have their careers, and they have goals, mm-hmm. right? And I don't want them being like sending this message of you should put all your goals to the side for love. There needs to be work-life balance.
Okay, I see you sticking your hand out at me.
Yeah.
Because you know how I feel. If it's true soulmate love, mm-hmm. you do throw everything out the window.
But then you're resentful.
Listen, you would too.
Okay, I would probably.
You totally would.
But I don't want anybody being resentful. And then 30 years down the road, you're like, I gave up my career. I could have went to the Alps for Christmas.
Yeah, okay, but fine. But would you rather be at the Alps for Christmas and miss your true love?
Why not both?
True love always comes first. True love trumps everything else.
I hear what you're saying. I just don't want to send bad messages of
what, the true love comes first?
No, that's not the bad message.
That's not a bad
The bad message being, get both. Have both. Have the career.
But true love comes first and then go to Zurich. Make that the second.
I don't know.
All right. We'll discuss this more.
We'll discuss later.
All right. You know what is weird? So she takes it. Mm-hmm. And then she's sitting in the park, and he comes and sits and talks to her. And they keep bringing up this thing of it being an unexpected situation. Mm-hmm. So at the beginning, it's an unexpected situation. That's what she calls it.
Yeah.
And at some point in the middle, he calls it an unexpected. And then at the end, when they're sitting on the bench, it's an unexpected situation. Yeah. And then he's got these big leather gloves on, like man hand. Well, of course he has man hands.
Right.
But he tries to put his hand on her face. We've talked about the hand on the face before, which is amazing. And he might as well just had a big old clown glove on. Because he puts his hand on the side of her face.
It's probably cold, too.
Did you see it? Do you know what I'm talking about? It stuck out. And, her hair's all twisted around his fingers. And he's like...
I did see that. I saw that part. I'm like, ooh.
He's like, go live your life.
Yeah.
Whatever. I understand. And I'm like, dude, you really should have taken your glove off.
Right.
So that was really awkward.
Yeah.
And then she goes back, she talks to her grandmother, and there's a statement there from her grandmother that I love. She said, I would have uprooted for your grandfather after one weekend.
Yeah, one weekend in college, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I completely, because see, I believe in love at first sight.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
I totally believe it. I was unexpected for me. It happened right away. And after one single day, I would have uprooted my entire life.
But see, this is what I like about the Hallmark movies. Because, like, you know, people are like, oh, they're not believable. But that's okay. Like, to me, like, they make that choice just so clear. You know, and where I think in real life, it's a lot of gray area. I know for you it was easy. You would have been like 100%. That's a no-brainer. But I just don't think that that's typical. And I feel like Hallmark does a great job of like tying everything up and making you feel like they're so sure of it. And I just think it's nice and cozy, and that's wonderful.
Pretty little package.
Yes,
it is. It is. It is. Okay, the end of this movie it's gut-wrenching for me. Because of Troy.
Yeah.
He's so sad.
He's so sad, and he's so cute.
Yes. And he says, when they're sitting there together, him and David, he says, I really miss them.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, that's like, talk about all the feels.
Yeah. I also, though, I thought it was really funny that they're like, let's go make a card about it. You know what I mean? Let's go sit at the craft table before the play and make this card to send to her. It's a pageant, though, so there's other stuff going on. Pageant, I forgot. Mm-hmm. But that was really sweet. Yeah, it was sweet. And then she's getting ready to leave before all of that, and she sees Grandma says, why don't you go next door and say goodbye to them? And she said, I sent them an email, and he never responded. Yeah. So then he just, like, watches her from the window. Right. Because the taxi pulls up. Right. And she said, that's a sign from the universe. Yeah. Okay, first of all, are we still using taxis? Right, I know. Because that was kind of weird. That should have an Uber sticker on it or something, right. Yeah. And so she gets in because she thinks it's a sign from the universe. Mm-hmm. And she leaves, and he watches her. And I don't understand. He's got like the blinds separated. Yes. And I'm thinking like, that's a little creepy. I'm thinking to myself, go out there. Yeah. You know that you love her. Quit being an idiot. Just quit. Yeah. And so she shows up at the airport, and she looks up at the Christmas tree, and it's the same angel that's on David and Troy's tree. Right. Sign from the universe. Mm-hmm. And then they're at the pageant, and Troy says, I asked Santa for a family. Oh. I cried. Yeah. That was a good one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was, and I must have been, I don't know, I was feeling emotional yesterday, so maybe that's why I did. Yeah. I don't know. But it was a good one. It was a good one. Yeah. And he said I asked Santa for, because he had lost his family. Yes. And so this poor kid, in 3 years, he has this another chance at a family, and he's losing it again. And another thing about Hallmark that just makes it so cozy is that the children are all so well behaved. This is a child who's been through so much, and yet he's so well behaved. He's so good. Yeah. He's still willing to see the good and has hope, and I'm just like, these kids on these Hallmark movies. Yeah, they're pretty amazing. 10 out of 10. Pretty easy amazing. To love. Yeah. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Ding. Ding. All right. And then there was she decides. You see her calling her agent back, and she decides that she's going to stay in Bainbridge, and she comes back to the pageant. Yeah. And Grandma is so genuinely happy to see her. Mm-hmm. I love that response. I wrote that down too. She was pumped. Yeah. She was. I was like, that reaction was good. It was impressive there, Louise. And she she said Troy is backstage and David is outside. Mm-hmm. So she goes outside and opens the door and stands there forever. Next to him. I'm like, dude. No, I like it. What are you doing? That was realistic. Was it? That would be a move I'd pull for sure. Just sit there till they noticed. Sup, how you doing? Got off the plane for you. Just sitting here. Yeah. So they do. This is their kissing moment. Yeah, it was a good one. Was it? Oh, I thought so. Yeah. Really? Well, I just thought that there was a good connection between those two. There was a good connection. There was no hand on the face. Well, but that's why I wanted a better kiss, because their chemistry was strong. Yeah. I just don't think it was a good kiss. Okay.
I mean,
I imagined a better kiss. Now you're making me second guess.
I'd give it a 4.
A 4?
A 4. Yeah. I was, because my 10 is the most wonderful time of the year.
Right, yeah. I guess I'd give it, I'm still back at the 6. 6 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I thought they were good together.
Yeah, that's okay. No, that's fine. That's what you think. That's fine. I do like, though, they have a saying that genuine kindness never needs to be repaid. Mm-hmm. I thought that was really good.
That's
a good
line.
I
agree with that.
That should be on a t-shirt.
Also, I want to talk about his app real quick. His app was a really good idea.
Yeah.
His app, I'm like, if somebody hasn't started doing this is an idea.
Yeah.
So you connect people who want to give with somebody who's in need.
Yeah.
And I know last Christmas, on Christmas Eve, we never really have Christmas Eve plans, and we tried to go around and do some things. Like we went to the nursing home and we checked if the animal shelter was open, and we wanted to drop some donuts and coffee off to the fire department. Everything was closed. No, we should have called ahead of time and tried to. But like that was we wanted to do. I want to show my kids how we are so blessed and we should be so thankful and we should pay it forward. But it didn't work out. You know what I mean? It's not memories that they're gonna keep. So if there's not an app like this, I want the app.
There has to be
something
because it is a very good idea. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So then to wrap it up, I have to say that Riggs is by far the best reindeer of all of them.
Yes, he is.
And suddenly Troy can act.
Simon's like, I got an idea. I know who reindeer number 5 can be.
Yeah, I think we all knew that was coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Put me in, coach.
Yeah.
I know. All of a sudden, Troy can act. He did say though he choked during the audition. So
did he? Because that was the worst audition I've ever seen.
It was really bad, but I thought that was really funny because it was really bad.
Yeah.
I was like, that's believable. He's like flipping through the pages and he's like, to all good night. Yeah. You could remember that line.
My last beef with this and with Hallmark in general is Bubble Snow.
Bubble Snow?
Yeah. It looks like soap bubbles.
Yeah.
And sometimes it looks good.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you get a clump of bubbles together and you can tell that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. It looked like it was raining.
It did.
I was like, is it raining? Because it's Seattle.
Yeah.
Because that adds up. That checks out. I'll accept it.
I was wondering, I want to know exactly where this town was located because there was snow on the ground.
Maybe near Forks. Near Forks because there's a lot of rain.
I didn't see any Cullens.
A lot of rain in Forks.
I didn't see any Cullens running around.
No.
All right. So let's take a break and then we'll come back with our cookie.
I'm so excited about the cookie. I need a cookie.
All right. All right. So we're back with the Christmas cookie portion of our show.
This is the point where you might want to skip ahead if you can't stand the sound of chewing.
Yes. That's a great disclaimer because it's pretty loud.
Yeah.
Okay, so full disclosure, my amazing wife made these because I was socked this weekend. I was so busy. So she took them on yesterday with our good friend's daughter, Amelia.
Aww.
So, yeah, they did it together.
Look at this podcast, bringing people together.
I know. So this is from Gooseberry Patch's Cozy Christmas Comforts, which I love Gooseberry Patch cookbooks.
I am not familiar.
Are you kidding me?
I know. One more way.
Oh, yeah. You need to look at these. Okay, so this is called actually, it's a chocolate cashew cluster.
Oof.
But
looks so good.
It doesn't have cashews in it.
It doesn't.
We put pecans in it.
Oh, I love pecans.
Yes.
Did you get pictures?
I did.
Okay, good.
I did.
Oh my gosh, they look so unbelievably good.
These were a lot harder than I thought.
I believe it. Like, listen, when I do the cookies, you're gonna get like a chocolate chip. Like, this is gonna be very basic.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
It's very caramely. Well, that's amazing. That is amazing.
Oh my gosh, this is really, really good. That's a lot of chocolate.
They really outdid themselves here.
So there's a layer of chocolate on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
That they melted. Mm-hmm. And then there's pecans. They let that harden a little. And there's pecans. Oh my gosh, this is so good.
Yeah.
And then there's a layer of caramel. Mm-hmm. And then another layer of chocolate on the top.
It's so good.
They kind of look like turtles.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking, yeah.
They are so good.
It's a turtle.
So I have a very funny story to tell you about my son. Because he's pretty much walking now. Because he got his prosthetic, and he got his lift in his other shoe because he's missing his left foot, so he has a prosthetic, and now that he got his lift in his shoe, pretty much he just started walking everywhere, which is crazy. And now he can reach all of the stuff that we didn't know he could reach. So these were out on the table cooling in the dining room.
Oh boy.
And I see him go out into the dining room, and then I think to myself, he's really quiet, and I think to myself, I should really go check on him.
There's nothing scarier than a quiet toddler.
No.
Yeah.
Well, he's underneath the dining room table, and he has 2 of these, one in each hand.
Oh, he liked them too.
Yeah. One in each hand. And he's got caramel from his mouth to one of them in his hand.
Yeah.
And I scared him because when I walked out and said, I said, "Hey, buddy, what are you doing?" He went, "Ah!" and threw one of them.
He knew he had been caught.
Yes, he knew he had been caught. So this got the okay by him, for sure. And those are not in our batch of what we're eating here. But
I didn't think I'd care. I'd eat it. Even if he licked it all. I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. Cooper approved.
Oh, really good.
Oh, so good. Oh, man. Take those away from me. I'd eat all of those. That's my kind of...
You know what we should do? We should take these and put them in the lounge tomorrow.
Ooh, I love that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a little pick-me-up on Monday.
If there's any left.
I know.
Good luck.
So if you happen to be one of our colleagues, check out the lounge tomorrow. We'll put our treats in there. All right. Let's take a break. I need something to drink.
Oh, that's so good, though.
All right, so it's time of the show where we talk about coziness.
The coziness. Bringing it to the cozy cabin, right? What do you think?
Well, I mean, you know what made it cozy for me? The Christmas trees.
Those trees were so good.
And it seemed like there was a fireplace all the time.
Yeah, it's true.
Every episode had a fireplace.
I agree with that, yeah.
So, yeah, and the snow. The snow was exceptionally cozy. So, yeah, on our fireplace meter, we're like, you know, embers burning.
To roaring.
Yeah, to roaring.
Yeah.
I would give it a good... like 8, like pretty roaring.
Pretty roaring.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked it.
Ooh,
it was cozy.
I don't know. Were we watching the same movie?
Well, you know, the other reason it was cozy for me was because she came home.
Yeah.
And she had all the feels from being home again.
What? I don't know. I hear, and all your reasons are sound, friend. Like, you're right. Now that you say that, fireplace, perfect trees. The snow really bothered me.
Lack of, or?
Yeah, well, even the snow that I saw was not...
The fake snow bothered you.
Yeah. And again, I just didn't see anybody curling up, you know, next to said fireplaces.
Yeah, but that dance they did with Doris Day.
Ooh.
Okay, as soon as I heard that song, I was like, my cozy meter shot up.
I don't know. It's that... What's the word that we just learned? The Danish word. Hug. It's like a hug. What we discussed is like a hug.
It's like a hug, but in Danish.
Right. And it literally it's the feeling of coziness.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to put my finger on it, but like I know when I see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
I just didn't.
You didn't have it for this one.
Didn't have the hug. That doesn't sound right.
So it sounds like you're coughing something up.
Right. Yeah.
So what would you give this one then?
And like an ember.
Really?
Yeah, I just didn't.
Okay.
I liked her. Just
the coziness wasn't there.
No.
Okay. All right.
I like the little boy, Troy. He's so cute.
Yeah?
Yep.
So we're on opposite ends again.
Notice how I'm not mentioning some characters. Liked Sophie. I liked Troy. Louise was great.
Yeah.
Simon was...
What'd you think of David?
Didn't like him.
I
know. Didn't care for him. No, ma'am.
Why did
and apparently he's a big deal in Canada.
Yes,
yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
He was on Shadowhunters.
I know.
He is a big deal.
Yeah. And I don't... His... John Core.
Yeah.
It's like Jon.
You just...
C-O-R.
But he clicked with her.
He sure did. I'm glad someone liked him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it worked out happily ever after for them.
Bad. Yeah.
But it wasn't there for you, huh?
I need to see something else. He was in Safari Love.
Can you believe that?
No, because I
with Lacey Chabert, literally the queen of Hallmark.
When I looked it up and I was like, this is not working for me.
So maybe I haven't seen that movie yet. I have it DVR'd.
Oh, I really like it.
Yeah, I have it DVR'd.
Like 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Love. Yeah.
So you liked him in that?
100%.
Did you like him?
Didn't think it was the same person. Didn't think it was possible it was the same person.
Did you like him with Elsie?
Yeah, well.
Listen.
You know.
She could act with a kangaroo and it would be fine.
Hallmark, take note.
Yes. All right, so, okay, well, that's okay.
All right.
We don't always see the same.
I felt a little guilt about it.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
You're allowed. That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, let's take a break and come back for the ornament.
Love the ornament.
It's my most favorite thing.
My favorite part.
All right. Okay, we're back, and this is my favorite thing.
It's my favorite. I hope people listen to hear this part, right? Because I really feel like, whew, what a way to wrap it up with a bow.
The last podcast for It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year.
Yeah.
I listened to that like a couple of times. I thought it was so funny. Then I opened the box and there was nothing there.
Right. Well, listen, I took some pictures, put on the Instagram of some of the amazing ornaments. You know, one particular with
Miss Mariah Carey
and soft focus.
Yes.
So these are good ornaments. These are killer. So
if you've never listened before, here's what happens. We each have adorable little Christmas boxes.
Mine says Merry Christmas on it.
And mine says have a holly jolly Christmas. And I open the one that Emily has prepared. And she opens the one that I've prepared. And we put an ornament in the box if we think the movie has earned the ornament.
Yeah. This is a bit, and I cannot stress this enough. Like, ornaments are big deals to us.
They are a big deal because our tree's small.
Yeah. Well, just in general, like, I think if an occasion deserves an ornament,
yes,
like, that is very telling of that event.
I agree.
Right. I agree. Does this event
deserve an ornament?
All
right.
Who wants to go first?
Go ahead. You can.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, wow. God, you nailed this again. Okay, so there is an ornament, and it is of the cutest little terrier with reindeer ears. Is this Rigsby reindeer number 5?
Yes.
God, you got it. Did you have this specially made?
No, but you know how I feel about dogs?
I do.
So if there was a dog in this movie, it was getting an ornament.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
The dog was the number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 was when they put the Doris Day song in.
Yeah. So you like this one.
Sealed it up for me.
Well, and we had talked on Friday a little bit because we had a meeting, and you were so giddy about this one.
Right, and so I wanted to talk to you more about it, and then we had to shut that down. We had to shut it down. Yeah. I hate seeing you and not being able to talk about stuff.
Yeah. This is so cute. I love him. He might go on my tree.
No. Oh.
He's so cute.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right, I'm a little concerned. Let's see. But not surprised.
Yeah, right.
I'm not surprised.
Concern warranted. 100%.
No ornaments.
Yeah. Listen, it's got to be all parts, all firing on all cylinders, right, for me. And this just...
Was it Mr. John Core?
It was 100% John Core. I blame him.
Yeah. So if it would have been...
But listen, I do need to say, because of the love on Safari... Oops, MacArthur he wants to see the ornament. Come on here, buddy. See the ornament. You loved it. John, I want to give him props because he was so good in Love and Safari.
Yeah.
But
if it would have been Mr. Andrew Walker, would you have given an ornament?
I don't even need to see the movie to get an ornament. Mr. Andrew K. Walker. Follow him on Instagram, girls. Not being disappointed. And he's got the cutest family.
Has Andrew Walker and Lacey Chabert ever done a movie together?
No.
Wow.
I wrote about that in the blog, pretending like they had.
Yeah.
Because that is a match made in heaven.
That is a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'd have chemistry.
I mean, I feel like they have chemistry just by themselves. Like,
yeah.
You know, they don't.
But what if it was like, you know, the opposite? Like,
I don't know if I'd be able to watch it. Did you hear how excited I just got?
What if it was like a magnet and they repelled each other?
Oh.
Like,
I would give up on Hallmark movies.
Right? I
would
think
have
that
to
would
give
be
up.
so that would be awful.
So really, it's got to be. That's probably why they haven't worked together, because it's got to be the perfect script.
Match. Yeah.
It's got to be the perfect script. They probably had things come along their way. Their agents were like, "We've got to make this work."
Yeah.
Look at this fantasy world I'm creating.
Mr. Andrew Walker.
His hair is so perfect.
It is perfect.
So perfect.
I agree. Okay.
He's got that jawline. Can we do a dedicated podcast?
I don't even think I could talk.
Listen, I got a type, and he is
your type.
My husband. Very similar
Iron Man.
looks.
Yeah.
Those two. Yeah.
Yeah, that's your type for sure.
I like how you just threw in the Iron Man. I wouldn't even go into there.
Well, come on. How could you not throw in the Iron Man?
Right,
yeah, your husband is an Iron Man.
Listen, this is a cute ornament. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wish it deserved an ornament.
Yeah. All right. So that's our show.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what we think of Picture a Perfect Christmas.
Can we discuss what our next podcast is about?
White Christmas.
It's about White Christmas.
White Christmas.
I'm so excited.
So we had people ask if we could do a classic Christmas movie.
And we really weren't sure.
Right.
Yeah, because the love for Hallmark.
Yeah.
Is this a betrayal?
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
And then, of course, we were talking about it, and instantly, at the same time, we both said White Christmas. So I'm very, very excited about this.
So check that one out.
Yeah, that'll be coming up, next Saturday?
Yep.
Next Saturday. All right, so everyone have a great holiday season, and we will check you guys later.